had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Well, the season is unfortunately over as the Eagles lose to the San Francisco 49ers 23-19. Breaks my heart to have this episode of the Eagles Checkdown, but welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team. They might not sound like your favorite team right now, but they are your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We are jointly doing this show on the Eagles Pin Pull Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube, guys. Make sure, whichever platform you're watching this on, whichever format, audio or video you're listening to this on, you like, you share, you subscribe, you follow, you click any and all buttons, and you drop your comments on YouTube on what you think after that Eagles awfully disappointing loss to the San Francisco 49ers 23-19. And I think that's the biggest word there, is disappointed in the Eagles. There's a lot to get into this week. There's going to be lots of conversations this week about players and coaches, who stays and who goes. But let's be honest. Why did we expect? Why did we hype? Why did we feel like the outcome today or Sunday, depending on when you're listening to this, would be any different than it was, right? All year long, this has been not the Super Bowl champion Eagles. This has been an inconsistent, oddball group that has not performed up to the level that we know and expect them to perform at. And that same stuff reared its ugly head. Stupid penalties, drop balls, incoherent play calling, missed tackles, mistakes, left and right. And here we are. Season's over on January 11th instead of February 11th or whenever the Super Bowl is. Obviously, let's get through the box score. Obviously, 23-19. Jalen Hurts completed 20 of 35 passes for 168 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 sack for 1 yard, and a 79.2 quarterback rating. Now, it sounds not that great, 20 of 35. There were 4 big drops throughout the game, 2 by A.J. Brown, or like the 2 A.J. Brown drops. Like, come on, you got to do better. Devontae Smith with a drop late in the game, and Saquon Barkley with a drop early in the third quarter. All 4 of those drops by your 4 superstar offensive weapons, outcome is changed on those drives and maybe for the game. A.J. Brown has been a drama merchant this day. He's just been drama nonstop. And yet, he wants the ball. He wants the attention. Yet he had 3 catches on 7 targets because of the drops. And Jalen Hurts couldn't even look his way because of the drops. 3 for 25. Devontae had 8 catches for 70 yards. Dallas Goedert, 4 for 33 to touchdown. He also had a rushing touchdown. Saquon Barkley ran the ball pretty effectively for the most part. 26 of 106. Tank Bigsby, 4 for 19 in the game. But look, it was just ugly. The drops affected it. Lane Johnson not being out there affected. You had a 49ers defense ravaged by injuries, and they were able to sit there and slow this offense down. Kevin Petula had some good play calls on Sunday, but his same inconsistent, inexperienced proof that he never belonged in the job showed its head countless times again on Sunday. And all offseason, we're going to talk about whether Kevin Petula should be fired, A.J. Brown should be traded, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts. The conversation is going to be endless all offseason, right? But honestly, after what we watched on Sunday, Kevin Petula's got to go. And he's got to go on Monday. It sucks, but that's the way it is. And look, the defense isn't out of the realm of criticism after Sunday. They only gave up 23 points. I get that. But you had Brock Purdy throw for 262 yards, plus Juwan Jennings, their wide receiver, with a 29-yard touchdown pass on a trick play to Christian McCaffrey. We shut McCaffrey down, but you found no way to get pressure on Brock Purdy. He was sacked 1 time for a 5-yard loss by Jalen Carter. You let, and this is not a knock on them, you let Juwan Jennings, have a 45-yard catch. Demarcus Robinson, 111 yards. Kyle Juszczyk had 49 yards on 4 receptions. You get George Kittle out on a really scary, sad, probably Achilles injury, and you still can't stop them. You got 0 pressure the entire game. Quinion Mitchell had 2 interceptions in the game of Brock Purdy, but gave up 2 huge plays early in the game. Cooper DeJean gave up a big play in the game. Reed Blankenship, countless times. Is Reed Blankenship's time in Philly done? There are so many questions left with no clear-cut answer or solution coming out of this game. And luckily, we don't have to trick ourselves into believing that they had a chance against the Bears next week, because they probably did not. Not what we saw the Bears do against the Green Bay Packers on Saturday night. So now we get to start thinking about the fixes this upcoming week and the next couple months. And it's going to be a long process till July and training camp rolls around over the next 6 months, leading up to free agency, leading up to the draft. But right now, I'm just frustrated. Right now, I'm just disappointed. You won on Sunday the time of possession battle by over 11 minutes, and you won the turnover battle by 2, and you still lost the game. You had Jake Elliott miss another extra point. Do we have a Jake Elliott problem this offseason? One of the highest paid kickers in football. Just so many questions. Can Saquon Barkley get his burst back? He had a good game, but he got banged up again. He still looked slow. Cam Jurgens, do we have a Cam Jurgens problem? So many questions left. And I'm at a loss for words. I'm recording this Sunday, like literally 20 minutes after the game ended. And I just don't know what to say anymore. It's other than it's over. It's the end in disappointing fashion to this season for the Eagles. And some will say, well, we got the Super Bowl last year, so it makes it all okay. It doesn't make it okay. Frustrating, disappointing season. Look, we'll have a lot more in-depth talk this week. You know, there'll be rumors, obviously, with players and coaches, and obviously so much fallout from this game. But right now, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm just frustrated. Make sure you're following along the Eagles Pin Pull Podcast Network. And tune in live tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. on the STT Sports Network. I got it linked below for your live instant reactions, taking all your thoughts and opinions on this Eagles team. I'd greatly appreciate it if you joined in. Guys, everyone have a great day. I always say go Birds, and I don't even want to say it. But I always say bubbles up. And bubbles up is there's something to bubbles up, all right? It's a Jimmy Buffett song. There's a nautical reason to it. It's great. And it fits the feelings I have right now. So, yes, still go Birds. But the off season's here. It's always bubbles up.